Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome to the weekly roundup of NFL news, the first edition. Here I will basically report weekly news on the NFL, obviously, and I will give my opinions on what I think about it. So first thing I want to talk about is Victor Cruz and his $43 million contract extension, a 5-year extension, and until 2018. He will get $15.6 million guaranteed, and over the next 6 years he will make $45.879 million. Now, I see why they extended his contract, because other than having Hakeem Nicks back, they really don't have anything going on their offense. If they did not sign and extend Victor Cruz's contract, they really wouldn't have anything for Eli Manning to play with. So I can see why they did this. Say if Victor Cruz was on another team that had a couple of offensive weapons, I really don't think they would have signed him, because to be honest, I don't think he had that good of a year last year. I don't think he is as good as people made him up to be at one point. He's good, but he's not that good. And I wish this guy luck in the future. Not his team, but him personally I do, because I don't like the Giants. Alright, on to the next news. Apparently the Redskins are surprised at the progress that RG3 is having in his knee after that terrible injury he had against the Seahawks in that playoff game. Apparently he's making amazing progress. His speed is back. He's cutting again. And Griffin even walks without any sign of a limp when the brace is removed from his surgically repaired knee. Redskins have yet to set a time or date to clear the starting passer. So I guess they don't really know when he's going to be back yet, or clear to play, but my guess is that he'll probably be ready for the season. Even if he's not ready for the season, I think the Redskins are in good hands for a couple of games, because they have Kirk Cousins, and I think he's pretty good, and I think that for a couple of games he can carry the Redskins to some victories. So yeah, even if RG3 isn't ready for the kickoff of the season, I still think the Redskins are going to be in a pretty good place, because I really don't think he's going to miss that much. I'd actually be surprised if RG3 even misses 2 games. I'd be surprised if he even misses the beginning of the season, to be honest. So yeah. And next we got Mark Sanchez for some reason. And so apparently the Jets had some sort of camp or practice sessions in California, and Sanchez went, but apparently Geno Smith did not attend. We invited everyone, we emailed everybody, we do it every year, Sanchez told NFL Networks. In a one-on-one interview, I sent out an email to everybody. Some guys got back quicker than the others, but everybody was invited. It's not a big deal that he is not here, but apparently Geno Smith is working out in Florida instead. And I guess this is a good thing for Mark Sanchez, because he couldn't be any more buried than he already is. Uh, he keeps saying that he's really confident that he's gonna be the starting quarterback for the Jets this season. Even if he does start the first few games, if he makes one mistake, the fans are gonna be chanting for Rex Ryan to put in one of the many quarterbacks he has backing him up. So yeah, I honestly don't even know why I'm talking about this. I mean, Mark Sanchez had a couple of good years, those 2 years where he made it to the AFC Championship, but other than that, he's garbage. And so are the Jets. I mean, even if Mark Sanchez did improve, I mean, the Jets don't really have anything going for them on offensively, other than Antonio Holmes. But you know, he's really, what am I trying to say? He's not very. He's not reliable. So yeah, and besides, they don't have a steady running back. They have a poor cast of receivers. They lost Dustin Keller. I mean, I really don't know what they're looking to do on offense. I mean, instead of trying to fill these receiver positions during the free agent session, instead they just got more quarterbacks. And in the draft, correct me if I'm mistaken, but I don't even think they picked up a offensive player, skill player. I think they picked up a DV and like a lineman, I believe. I'm not sure, but yeah, they don't have anything going for them. So I guess it's good for you, Mark, that Gino is not showing up. To be honest, I don't think anybody cares. Nobody's gonna take you as a legitimate contender in the AFC East. I mean, you have the Patriots there, and now the Dolphins, who overloaded their team this year. Yeah, you guys are done. You guys are probably gonna finish under the Bills. Alright, so now I know this is a little old, but I still want to talk about it. And of course is Aaron Hernandez and his predicament. As you all know, he is under custody by the long arm of the law because he is being accused of murdering I forget, Odin Lloyd or something, and a couple of other guys. Yeah. Yeah, I say accused because apparently he's I may be wrong, but apparently he hasn't been proven guilty yet. But yeah, I was a huge fan. I'm a Patriots fan, by the way, and I was a huge fan of Aaron Hernandez. I have his jersey, and I was a really big fan, especially since he is a tight end. I like tight ends. I think just a cool position. I thought he was on his way to becoming one of the best players in the NFL of his time, and possibly even one of the greatest tight ends in history of the NFL. He was really skilled. He could play. Bill Belichick could put him in running back, slot, wide out, and of course his tight end position, and he could disrupt the defense really badly. And I just thought he was such a versatile player, which is why he was my favorite New England Patriots player. And when I first heard this, I believe I heard it from one of my friends. I thought they were playing. Thought they were just trying to get me worried because none of my friends really like the Patriots, so I thought they were just like trying to get me worried. So yeah, I honestly don't know what the Patriots are gonna do. Is Gronkowski gonna be 100% by a kickoff? They obviously lost Wes Welker. I just think that Danny Amendola, Julian Edelman, they're gonna have to step it up. Whoever the hell the Patriots have at wideout, I can't remember. I know they picked up some couple of guys at wideout, but these guys are gonna have to step up. Bill Belichick's obviously gonna have to reinforce his running game with Stephen Ridley and that O-line, and Tom Brady's just gonna have to build a relationship with each of these skill players, whichever it's a tight end, wideout, because they lost Welker, they lost Hernandez, they're not sure on Gronkowski, so I think they're in some trouble right now. And what the hell are they gonna do with Tim Tebow? I mean, I don't think Bill Belichick brought Tim Tebow to New England to have him be a backup to not only Tom Brady, but to Ryan Mallett. Because I don't think Tim Tebow's gonna be in front of Ryan Mallett, because Ryan Mallett is a pretty good quarterback in my opinion. So I think that Bill Belichick, I think he has something planned for Tebow, whether it's to put him into that tight end position with the recent news, but I don't know. So yeah, Patriots are gonna have to pick it up this season. And that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this weekly roundup of NFL news, first edition, and join me in the future for more NFL news. And make sure you comment, state your own opinion on what you think. Are the Patriots screwed? Is Victor Cruz really good? Is Mark Sanchez garbage? Yes. And yeah, later.